See, as agents, most of our work focuses on building relationships.
Absolutely.
So for you to actually build relationships, you need to stand out. And the best way, in my opinion, for you to stand out is after conducting the sale, is focusing on the post-sale service, the reselling, the property management, the things that you can add to your client that eases their life.
Some newer real estate brokers or real estate agents that are coming into the market, they think they're just gonna like pick up the phone, call somebody, that somebody's gonna be like, I want a villa, this much square feet, this much is my budget, I want it in this location, let's do a deal. And they think that's just like,
The more problems you solve and the more you add ease to them, the more they'll be inclined to come and deal with you again and again. Helping that impression that you have with your client last long. Remembering their birthdays, giving them something on their birthday, showing them that, okay, yes, I did speak to you in hopes that we can conclude a sale, but at the same time, getting to know you, for me, became more important than the sale itself.
Absolutely. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of MP Power Talks. This is your host, Mo Amjed, and I'm here with my co-host,
Chief Mo.
How you doing, Chief Mo?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Everything is great. Hoping everybody's having a great time. This is the third or fourth episode?
This is the third.
Third episode.
Yeah, it looks like you had a fun weekend.
Hey, listen, we're out there. But anywho, today's topic is going to be how agents help clients beyond the purchase of property. So basically, what are the added value that agents or brokers have that buyers are availing? Because basically anybody can go to a developer, be like, okay, I need this unit, deal done. But when an agent comes in, there's added value to be considered.
Your post-sale service, basically.
It's your post-sale services, pre-sale services, mid-sale services, you name it. But what are your opinions on the topic, Chief?
Honestly, I believe that, as agents, most of our work focuses on building relationships.
Absolutely.
So for you to actually build relationships, you need to stand out. And the best way, in my opinion, for you to stand out is after conducting the sale, is focusing on the post-sale service, like the snagging, the reselling, the property management, the things that you can add to your client that eases their life.
Okay.
Because the more problems you solve and the more you add ease to them, the more they'll be inclined to come and deal with you again and again and again.
Okay, but also most of the clients that are buying properties in Dubai are international clients. So sometimes they need relocation services.
Yes.
I mean, I remember one of your clients was looking for the nanny for the longest time ever.
Yeah, and you helped me with that. And the first nanny he didn't like because she didn't speak the language.
Okay, so walk us through that. Like, I mean, what other things that, like, some newer real estate brokers or real estate agents that are coming into the market, they think they're just going to, like, pick up the phone, call somebody, that somebody's going to be like, I want a villa, this much square feet, this much is my budget, I want it in this location, let's do a deal. And they think that's just like, easy deal gone.
Okay. Basically, some of the things that I believe, for example, you have this recent project, you have an entire breakdown of how the investment is going to go and the forecast of it.
Yes, absolutely.
These are the things that makes the client's life at ease. You get what I mean?
Absolutely.
Okay, so making the client's life at ease means not letting them think a lot, doing things for them outside of the real estate sector, such as helping them find a nanny if they need it, helping them rent the car if they need it, helping them open up a business if needed, a visa if needed, and so on, depending on their, what they're actually looking for. You know what I mean?
Like their needs and like their family situation.
Yeah, you know how like agents are your property shopping partners?
Yes.
So shopping partners are friends.
Absolutely.
We're our clients' friends.
Absolutely.
If we can help them with something, we'll help them with it. If they need a visa, if they need a nanny, if they need something proper school for their kids, they need hospital help, they need doctors. These connections that we end up building throughout our field, these connections we use to facilitate our clients' lives. They might not need it, but then again, we offer it because if we can add value to you, we will add value to you.
Most of the time they need it, but like, it's like there's a stigma, like people think that just because I'm doing business with someone, I can't have like a personal relationship with them.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, this is like wrong, So like, if you have a family, you need to talk to me. So basically, like one of my basic things is when I sit down with clients and I have a talk with them, I try to like understand where they go to work, where their
kids go to school,
where their wives or like spouses or partners like to do shopping, whether it's Dubai Hills Mall, whether it's Dubai Mall. Like I try to understand where everybody is going to be at. And then based on that, I try and find projects that are on highways that connect that person's home to that person's workplace, or like that person's
Help
kids'
them avoid
university.
traffic,
Exactly,
yeah.
you know. So that's one of the aspects, and that's mostly for end users. So the package I have for investors is basically I sit down with them. I try to understand what are their investment goals, what are their investment strategies. Are
Yes.
they looking for rental yields? Are they looking, for like
The
cash on
capital
cash returns?
appreciation, the
Exactly,
best
like
of both worlds, whatever
everything
you
from
can.
entry to exit and the way of exit, because the way you exit is just as important as the way you enter.
Yeah.
So I do the basic ROI calculations, which is rental yields. I do a full on analysis on the cash on cash returns, the expected capital appreciation, price per square foot, how much is expected to be in 2 to 3 years, or like the
A
investment
complete
period.
market forecast.
Absolutely, and it's all numbers, Like the Dubai Land Department does most of our job for us. I mean,
But
they
then
give you
again-
the data, and you just have to put it in a formula.
But then again, the numbers don't lie, man.
Numbers don't
Numbers
lie.
don't lie, man.
Numbers
You know,
never lie.
It
I
might be
mean,
numbers. It might sound simple, but the numbers don't lie. And investors are
Absolutely.
all about the numbers. They're
Exactly.
All
exactly.
about the numbers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Investors only care about like two things basically: how much am I putting in, how much am I getting out,
Yeah.
and maybe sometimes they care about like a third factor, which is and
When
how
am I
long.
looking to get it up?
No, how long?
Yeah.
Like that's basically is how long. But yeah, that's one of the points. But
One thing I also realized that
Mm-hmm.
is actually good when it comes to like helping that impression that you have with your client last longer.
Mm-hmm.
Remembering their birthdays, giving them something on their birthday, showing them that, okay, yes, I did speak to you in hopes that we can conclude a sale,
Mm.
but at the same time, getting to know you for me became more important than the sale itself.
absolutely.
Because me personally, I'm in this business because I like dealing with people.
Okay.
You know me, I'm a social person. I
Yeah.
can't help it. I love dealing with people.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to like deal with people and like build a relationship that's lasting long, I love that. Like I have clients now that sometimes ask me about my family, my parents, and everything, just randomly out of the blues, and they tell me, "Oh, we're just checking in." I'm like, "Oh, that's so
Wow.
sweet. Thank
Wow.
you. I appreciate that."
That's amazing.
These are the things that the post-sale service add to you.
Absolutely.
Some of the developers, I'm not going to mention names.
Mm-hmm.
Clients don't want to buy with them because they have zero post-sale service.
I mean, few
I
come to
think
mind.
you know.
Few come to mind.
Exactly. They don't like that. They don't like that. And I don't blame them. When they tell
Absolutely.
me that, I'm like, you know what? You're actually right. If we can fill that gap, we'll fill it. But if we can't, then
I mean, it's
we can't.
always important for investors, for end users, or just property owners in general, to have that post sale service.
Yeah.
Like from updates on the construction, because everybody wants to like have that safety feeling and understanding of what's happening with their investment. What is the developer doing with my money? And I mean, kudos to some of the developers. They send out construction updates from like on quarterly basis, monthly basis. Some of them actually invite you to other projects
Yeah.
to see like what's happening, what's not happening, how did we deliver that project.
Some of them help you in natural disasters. Like, for example, Amar was one of those developers that
Absolutely.
completely took care of all the damages that was done
Absolutely.
when the rain happened.
Absolutely.
Some of these developers actually look out for you. They take care of you completely.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, this is one of the things. I mean, some developers do care about, like retaining clients. And most of the time, these developers that offer you these like exceptional post sale services usually retain the most number of clients. Like clients that deal with them don't go anywhere else, Like
This
you
is what
call them
happens.
about another project and they'll be like, "Who's the developer?" You'll be like, "X."
They don't want
And you'll be like, "I love Y. Why are you pitching X to me? Pitch me Y." And as soon as you pitch them Y, they're okay. Let
they
me
might
go with
not
it.
even have a budget for it, but once you tell them
Absolutely.
it's why, they're like, you know what? I've dealt with
I
Y
trust
before.
them, exactly.
Y was actually good. Y looked out for me, so why not go for Y?
Absolutely.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
And they love that. They love that. They love that. They love that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, on the other hand, let me just revise this. What else do we have? Ooh. Helping clients navigate the legal processes and paperwork.
Yes. Okay. Some companies might not have this, and some companies might.
Okay.
They have a department that takes care. For example, here, you know how here
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
a department
Take
that
care of
takes care of
everything.
all the legal documents
Everything.
before you sign everything. They go through it, they check it, the legalization of everything,
Absolutely.
and then they tell you, okay, these documents are all good, they're clear, you're good to go. and you proceed.
Absolutely.
Some companies don't have that. So the agent must be equipped to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
I remember you in your previous company, you were able to do that on your own.
I mean, I'm coming from like a legal background, so that's like a different thing.
And you didn't have the facilities for it, but yet you were still able to do it. This is what made you stand out in your previous company.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? These are the things that I feel like agents should be able to do. They shouldn't just depend on the company. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the companies might not be able to provide that. This keeps your clients safe.
You see, it comes back to the point of keeping the client's best interest at heart.
Yes.
So for me, I try to like have a holistic approach on the services I provide. So for example, if one of my clients is relocating and trying to start their golden visa process, we can do that. If they're trying to like open up a bank account, I can do that. If they're trying to like, you know, have their papers in check for a mortgage, I can do that. And it all just comes back to like me being well, I'll try to be an all-around agent, you know, somebody who goes and finds your property, somebody who goes and checks your legal work and all of that stuff. And basically, coming back to the legal aspect of it, you need to read the SPAs. I mean, I've read all the SPAs of all my clients that purchase through me. And why? For one reason. Because number one, you want to know the difference between an SPA of this company and an SPA of this company.
Yes.
Number two, you want to understand when the payments are due and what are the penalties that are going to be imposed by the developer. And number three, you want to understand when the payments are, because some payments are linked to construction on the brochure. But on the SPA, there's a date fixed, and it's not like construction linked. So that puts the investor or the homeowner or like the property buyer in a situation where, okay, I thought it was like construction based.
The retail store, remember?
Exactly. I mean, we're talking about the 7 million.
Yep.
God.
His agent told him that, don't worry, this is all going to be altered in the SPA and everything.
Exactly.
And he signed and he believed the agent. And unfortunately, the agent couldn't stand on business properly and he ended up letting him down.
I mean, listen, I'm not trying to like mention developers or stuff like that, but this is foul. I mean, the guy was like 65, if I remember correctly.
Nearly 70, man.
Nearly 70. Yeah. I mean, they talked him into like just...
They told him...
using all his pension fund.
And they told him, listen, whatever you sign right now, we're going to alter it in the email, scan the documents, and then we're going to send you the altered version and everything with your signature there, just so we can have it in our record. And he believed it because the agent was so young and so enthusiastic and energetic. And he actually thought, okay, maybe she's actually looking for his best interest. Wow. When he reached out to me and he explained the situation for me, I was like, are you serious? Wow. Unfortunately, the developers, sometimes their response is, the client should be aware enough to know what he's signing.
I mean, yes, but then they are aware enough, but there's like a human interaction part of buying real estate. And this is what happens. Like, you don't want to betray anyone's trust if they trust you with their like pension or like life like that.
Clients' money is hard-earned money. If you don't think about the client, at least think about their kids, think about their wives, think about their families. All of these people are depending on their hard-earned money. So you guys, you agents out there in the market, just fear God when it comes to your clients' purchase and investments. You know what I mean? Honestly, fear God, because y'all are moving mad.
I mean, yeah.
It's insane.
Well, anywho, this was the episode, guys. We encourage you to share, like, subscribe, click the links, follow our pages. As Mo said,
ring the bell.
Do the notification bell. We ring bells.
We ring bells. They do
the notification bell. Exactly. It was a pleasure as usual. Mohammed Amjed,
Chief Mo,
and
this was MP Power Talks, and we out.